I never imagined that a simple joke could unravel everything I thought I knew about my marriage. We had been together for 10 years, married for 7, and I honestly believed that our love was unshakable. But that evening, everything changed. It started at dinner. Nothing fancy, just the two of us in the living room, TV muted, candles flickering. She smiled at me in that way that I used to find irresistible. But that smile was different this time, sharp somehow, teasing, but not in a fun way. "Babe," she said casually, lifting her wine glass. "You know, sometimes I wonder if you're really enough." I laughed nervously. "Enough for what?" She tilted her head, her eyes glinting with that mix of mischief and cruelty that I should have recognized immediately. "You know, for me, I mean, it's cute and all, but sometimes I feel like you're lacking in, well, certain areas." A chill ran down my spine. I froze mid-sip, wine spilling slightly over the rim. "What do you mean by that?" My voice was quieter than I expected, cautious. "Oh, come on," she scoffed, rolling her eyes. "Don't act so surprised. I'm just joking. Relax." But it wasn't a joke. I knew it wasn't. There was a weight in her words, a deliberate sting, the kind that makes your stomach twist and your mind race. I tried to laugh it off, attempted to smile, but the pit in my stomach was growing. For the next few days, the teasing didn't stop. Every conversation had a hidden barb. Every compliment carried a double meaning. "That shirt makes your arms look, well, not bad for you," she would say. Or, "I guess you try your best," with that smug half-smile that made my blood boil. I started noticing little things, too. How she would glance at her phone when I was around, smirking at messages I wasn't meant to see. How she lingered in front of the mirror, applying lipstick, while throwing me a look that felt more like a dare than affection. The more I noticed, the more I realized she was testing me, pushing me, seeing how much humiliation I could take before I broke, or before she could move on. One night, as we were lying in bed, I tried to bring it up. "Why do you keep saying those things?" I asked, keeping my tone calm, controlled. I wanted to stay rational, but the betrayal was simmering under my skin. She turned toward me, her eyes narrowing slightly. "Because you need to hear it. Maybe then you'd step up, or maybe it's just funny to watch you squirm." "Step up?" I echoed, my voice tight. "Step up how? In what way?" She shrugged, almost mockingly. In every way that matters. Honestly, sometimes I wonder if you even care enough about me to satisfy me." It hit me like a freight train. My heart raced, my palms were sweaty. This wasn't about a joke anymore. This was deliberate humiliation. I sat up, turned to face her, struggling to keep my voice steady. "You're serious. You're not joking." She smiled faintly, the kind of smile that makes you question everything you know about the person sitting next to you. "Of course I'm serious," she said, almost whispering. Why would I lie about something so obvious? The next few days were torture. I couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. My mind replayed her words over and over, each time twisting them, making them feel sharper, crueler. I started noticing how she would casually mention other men, making comparisons, always leaving the implication that I was failing her somehow. Friends, coworkers, even random strangers. Suddenly, I was being measured against everyone, and in her eyes, I never measured up. One evening, I decided I had confronted head-on. I told her calmly, as best as I could manage, "If you keep treating me like this, humiliating me, making me feel worthless, then maybe we should rethink our marriage, because I won't live like this, being made to feel less than human." Her response was chilling in its casualness. "Rethink our marriage? You think you can scare me with threats." She laughed softly, but it wasn't a laugh filled with warmth. It was cold, sharp like knives. "You've always been too sensitive, too insecure. Maybe this is the wake-up call you need. Maybe I should be with someone who actually excites me." Excites her. The word cut deeper than anything I'd heard before. It wasn't just an insult. It was a challenge, a declaration of intent. I felt my world tilt, the foundation of everything I believed in shaking violently beneath me. I tried to reason. "You're overreacting. We can fix this. Marriage isn't about humiliation. It's about partnership, trust, respect. We can work through this together. Her eyes hardened. Work through it, she echoed. Robert, you're deluding yourself. I've been bored for years, pretending everything is fine while being you. And now I'm done pretending. You're not enough for me, and you never were. I couldn't breathe. My thoughts were racing. Was this really happening? After 10 years, 7 of marriage, I was being discarded, humiliated, and exposed as someone not enough. And then, just like that, she started talking about another man. Not directly, but indirectly, through jokes, through casual mentions, through suggestive comments. It was subtle at first, almost playful, but the undertone was clear. She wanted me to feel the sting, the jealousy, the inadequacy. I realized then that this wasn't just emotional abuse. It was preparation. Preparation for her to seek validation elsewhere, to explore, to replace me. I decided I needed answers. If she was planning something, I had to know. I started watching, observing, noticing every text, every whispered call, every lingering glance at her phone. The feeling of betrayal was suffocating. But I had to stay calm. I had to be rational. A week later, my fears were confirmed. I found messages, images, and plans, evidence that she was meeting someone who made her feel excited, someone who made her forget the years she had promised to spend with me. The humiliation wasn't just emotional anymore. It was public, deliberate, and systematic. The confrontation was inevitable. One evening, I gathered every shred of courage I had left. I faced her, standing tall despite the fear, the anger, the heartbreak. I know what you've been doing, I said. All of it. Every message, every plan, every lie. You've humiliated me, belittled me, and disrespected every moment of our life together. And now it ends. I want a divorce. Her face went pale, then defiant, then calculating. Divorce? Over this? You're so dramatic. It's just fun, just excitement. I didn't think you'd overreact like this. I didn't flinch. It's not just overreacting. You've destroyed everything between us. The trust, the love, the respect, gone. And there's no coming back. She tried to argue, to bargain, to make it seem like I was the unreasonable one. But every word she spoke only confirmed what I already knew. The marriage was over. The woman I loved, the woman I thought I knew, was gone. In her place stood someone I couldn't recognize. Someone who had spent years undermining me emotionally, systematically preparing to leave me behind. I packed my bags, filed the papers, and took control of my life. The humiliation, the betrayal, the insult, it fueled me. I realized that no one has the right to diminish you, to make you feel less than you are, and that sometimes walking away is the only way to reclaim your dignity.